In my mind, your understanding of what you do in your swing has almost no relevance to your ability to perform it. I want you to play the shot as soon as possible after you've addressed the ball. Shots. Wow. Best one.
That's so weird how that works.
Well,
That is...
I mean, it's
worrying how that works.
Well, it's essentially more how your body would operate to move in every other context. Let your golf swing emerge, essentially, rather than us try and construct something, which is what most people try and do, whether that be through sort of going for lessons or sort of trying to get some information from YouTube and bring it into their game. They are trying to construct something. Construct something by instructing the body what to do, and often that is informed by their perception of what a golf swing is or should be, and that sort of stuff. Whereas what we're going to do is challenge the body, challenge how you see this thing, and see what happens, really.
See which way my body moves.
See how it moves, and see how you see this whole experience of playing a golf shot. In my mind, your understanding of what you do in your swing has almost no relevance to your ability to perform it. That's all. See that one?
Mm-hmm.
Just way out to the right.
Way right.
Yeah. Awesome. Nice one. What's your intention with these shots?
Try and get it straight, high and far.
High and far and straight.
And straight. You can bend right and round, you can bend left and round, but as long as it ends sort of there, that's what I'm trying to do.
That's the name of the game.
Yeah.
The name of the game is get the
I'm
ball.
not bothered how it gets there, I'm just...
Yeah.
If it gets there.
You will be bothered. in a moment, you will be bothered. To increase our chances of actually getting the ball to end up somewhere around that 150 marker, it's best to have an intention about how it's going to get there.
Yeah.
And I would avoid the intention of having it fly in a straight line there, because it's just too damn difficult.
Yeah.
Because no shot you've ever hit in your life has gone straight, has it?
Straight.
No shot I've ever hit in my life has gone straight. I can get it very close, but it's not dead straight.
Yeah.
Lovely shot, lovely swing. You've got a natural draw, really, I think. So, have you got any intention behind your movement or the swing at all? Anything you're thinking about as you swing in?
Keep this foot still.
Okay.
Then just sort of try and rotate this one round with my body. And just sort of move, like use this as an anchor and sort of get all my body sort of twisting with it.
Cool.
Whilst also trying to keep this still.
Yeah. Any reason why you want to keep that left foot still?
If I start moving this,
what do you think it's What do you think is offering you that? Keeping.
It's just a form of stability.
And when you say still, what do you mean? All the way through the swing?
More or less planted still, not. Once that's there, that's okay. In my head, that needs to stay still.
Cool. And any thoughts about how you want to deliver this bat on ball? As in, are you?
I mean, I've always been taught that, like, sort of there, like, sort of near the base of the, like, almost like the base of the club in the middle, is like the.
Touch the sweet spot for me, where you think the sweet spot is.
Around there, that point.
Cool. It's probably more.
More up in centre of the club.
Here. Yeah. Hold that club, and you can hold it however you want. You don't need a golf grip or whatever. Just put that club in an orientation where the sweet spot is presented to the ball.
So it's sort of there.
No, because what's touching the ball there? What grooves are touching the ball? Grooves 1, 2, 3 at that point. So if we just put it right up to the ball, and then just do a bit more of what you just did. So that's now grooves 2, 3, 4, maybe there. There's probably 3, 4, 5 and 6 touching the ball, would you agree?
Yeah.
And let's just point the face to 150. There we go. So this is the kind of
that's like the end.
This is impact.
This is
so if we want to
put
put sweet spot on ball, this roughly is the kind of orientation this club needs to be in,
Yeah.
striking the ball.
In my head, this is not working in terms of physics.
Well,
Because it's like, to let the ball obviously go forwards and ideally some lift on it,
yeah,
the club needs to, based on angles and everything that I've ever been taught in school, that pointing straight or down isn't going to let the ball go up.
cool. What we don't need to be doing is trying to help this ball into the air, because we've got loft on the face. We are not presenting the amount of loft that is on the golf club. We want to be presenting less loft. We want to de-loft all of these golf clubs, apart from driver. So notice how that loft goes down when the handle goes forward, right? So this now no longer, if I want to strike the ball like this no longer has 54 degrees of loft being presented to the ball, because we've got this handle ahead. We're going to be striking the ball somewhere on this part of the arc. So we're not striking it at the bottom of the arc, it's just before the bottom of the arc. So then we have this nice slightly downward angle of attack.
Yeah.
Because we're hitting down on it and we're de-lofting the club, but because there's loft on the face,
That's what gives it.
it still goes in the air. Exactly.
I feel like I've been lied to my entire life.
No, I mean, it's if you didn't know, you probably would just assume, oh, they just swing at the ball and whatever and they lift it in the air. You probably would actually. So just set up how you were previously. Keep your grip. Just start to waggle the club whilst you're looking out there.
Yeah.
Right? As if you would with your badminton racket. You're waiting to return and you're just kind of waggling it around, moving, ready to return it, ready to move and react, right? And now picture your flight, and keep waggling for me. I'm going to let go. Keep waggling, keep picturing your flight, looking out there. I want you to play the shot as soon as possible after you've addressed the ball. Shot. Wow. That's one.
That's so weird how that works.
Well,
That is.
I mean,
worrying how that works.
Well, it's essentially more how your body would operate to move in every other context. It's because we've got a static ball and we could take the time to stand over it for ages and look at it and think about various things, but that's not really how the body works. It likes to react.
Yeah.
Right, which is why we think, oh, it's so much easier to hit a moving ball sometimes.
Yeah.
Right, catch. Yeah, brilliant. Right, you didn't need to prepare for a long time to catch that ball. You couldn't, right? The constraint was you couldn't, because I threw it and said catch, and now throw it back. Perfect. You didn't spend a long time thinking about how you were about to throw it. What you did is you looked and reacted. That was just letting the subconscious, the instinctive Sam, take over, basically. So let's go again. And now you can do it without me manipulating you. So you can have a little waggle and just paddle the feet. So just allowing the body to move. Bring the whole foot off the ground. So not just rocking onto your toes. So you actually do this. Do this. So big, that's it. And then just make it a lot smaller. A lot more gentle, like this. So you're shifting the body around, it's ready to move, and now waggle and picture your shot, and then whenever you feel ready and comfortable, you can address the ball and then pull the trigger and off you go. Wow, that's super. That's brilliant. Well done. You're a sportsman, Sam.
I know, but
you're a footballer, you're a table tennis player, you're a badminton player.
He's going against everything ever.
I've never seen anyone do that and keep that board perfectly balanced in the middle. And you are displaying exactly the polar opposite of how we want to be doing this. Swap that for this. Play me a big forehand down the line. Yeah, cool. You didn't try and keep the board still, did you?
No, so it's like...
So somewhere in golf, somewhere in there, in
related
related to golf, even though you haven't really played much, had many lessons or anything like that, there's some idea that you need to do this, that you keep this really still, that you keep as still as possible, that you keep your left foot still for some reason. That's coming there from somewhere, who knows where it's come from, but just I would try and eradicate all of those thoughts.
Okay.
Right?
Just let my body do what
Let
feels
it
natural.
do what it needs to do. Just let it do what it needs to do. Let's get it swinging, but you can use the board now to help you. Cool. Right. Watch out because of the roof, but just sort of slowly pretend like you're serving one. Yeah. Cool. This arm used all its levers. So at some point it was like this.
Yeah.
Right? You swinging a golf club, you've kept your whole arm straight, so it's just one big lever swinging from the shoulder. Instead of keeping it one big long pivot from the shoulder, we can let it fold. So the elbow and the wrist can fold, and look how far that club head has gone, and look how far my hand's gone. Yeah, there you go.
If you love the coaching and want to experience the effects of the training that you see with our pupils, you can purchase the GRFI system yourself by following the link in the video description. You'll get all the equipment and a 2-hour download covering all the fundamentals, exploring your movement and how you can use the ground and create those all-important ground reaction forces and transfer them through to clubhead speed and experience the gains that you're seeing in the videos.
Don't be afraid to move around.
Such a weird cognitive thing. I've done a year's worth of driving range for playing golf.
Yeah.
I've always been taught, well, I've been taught once that that shouldn't move. So cognitively now, I'm then having to tell myself, I can now do this.
Yeah.
So whilst I'm swinging now, it no longer feels natural. It's sort of having to mentally tell myself,
Yeah, because you've got really
I can now do this.
Yeah. Okay.
Like so when you use that tennis racket,
You didn't have
cognitively, I ain't got that synergy.
You haven't got that constraint of keeping it still, so you can just move.
Because I've been taught, be lively, always on your feet, get ready to do whatever you want.
Absolutely,
after you've moved. So with my head, I can just do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Whereas I've been told this by somebody who I thought is
It's the biggest killer of people's golfing performance, I think, is just the ideas and the concepts they get in here. And it's not their fault in the same way as that is not your fault. Now 2 hands on the club. Awesome. Brilliant. Feel different.
feels like everything I'm doing is just, it's like sort of like a new order of movement. It's really
Just allowing movement to happen.
Yeah.
Imagine you're using the board so you can let yourself rock back and forward, and that rocking is leading the golf club, so the golf club's reacting to that rock. Really well done. Very well done. No, you didn't strike it.
Yeah.
Perfect, but that's excellent what you've done there. A draw that starts right and draws back. We'll leave it there because we're at 5 to 12 and you're at work at 1. What we're starting to do here is be far more intentional about what the outcome is. Also, you've got your video to watch back, so just watch that.